Namaste and welcome to class. Thank you for sitting with me attentively. And this time I would like to talk about ancestors. Let's open a space of contemplation because there are so many different perspectives in here. When we think about ancestors, we immediately think of what are the relatives that we have from the mother's side and from the father's side, and how they have mingled through time and create a certain vibration or a clan that specialize in something or have certain traits of knowledge, certain traits of personalities, etc. So it is through them, the biological ancestors, that we are able to take a form. Without them, of course, we are not able to be in this reality of matter. So many cultures, in order to open the gate of gratitude towards the body, worship the ancestors. That is through time and through different practices. Ancestors always have had that place of gratitude. And when somebody dies, they have less density, so they are a little bit more powerful in the known form, and they come and bestow gifts on you, on the family members. Sometimes they, from that place of known form, they can see clearly, say, oh, I should have treat this person better, or they have a overview of the ego, so they can bestow on you some gifts, and they are kind of the guardians of certain clan. And all this relation to ancestries are in levels or in gates, in different gates from the first chakra. And it's the chakra that put us in connection not only with the biological ancestors, that's kind of one aspect, in the linear time and in the sequence of a space, in certain timelines, right? You say, okay, in 1500, this is what happened, and my ancestor traveled here and there. You can follow through time and space, your biological vibration. And that surely is one of the first entrances towards the chakra, towards that aspect of being grounded. If you don't know where you come from, what is given to you, even if at the level of the personality, you kind of feel, say, where did I come from? Have you seen those movies where people, they are adopted parents or something in the back of their mind at a certain time when they're 20 or 25, it clicks something, I need to know my parents. I need to have the journey of finding that piece of me in order to be more me, to feel more grounded, to know why I am this way, etc. So that is a mystery, and it's also a very, very strong link, right? And it's all the time working. The first chakra in that relation. Every time you talk to your mom or your sister or any relative, that chakra is functioning. It's linking you to that particular biological vibration. And then when you are more established in your own independence, I would say, energetic independence, you can still honor parents and mothers, but you are not receiving their vibration. You are start receiving a deeper, more wider and expansive vibration. And that is your seed as where you really come from. And yes, in here you find that all the seeds, the human seeds, are a contribution of galactic families that say, let's contribute to this particular race. And it's in constant interaction. And in here the time change a little bit. It's not only in linear time, but it's also in more space time. It's more in the now. It's more what is happening through time and space. So in here, in this gate, you may remember, oh yes, I can associate myself with some kind of knowing that is not on earth, or I can download things, information that looks so foreign to earth, or I just remember my times in another planets, in another timelines when I interact with extraterrestrial and intraterrestrials. So that also is in your first chakra. That gate it contains those teachings. And then when you go a little bit more subtle, you are less on the linear time and you are more in the now. And you start seeing that all that you had existed is existing right now. Everything that you had been incarnated is in the now. And that through the Muladhara chakra, you are able to connect with them, which is you. It's not that they are just in different timeline, or they are in a different vibration, in different densities. And they are your angels. They are the ones that accompany you, and they are the ones that somehow know what you need, because either you have been in that timeline or you are going to be in that timeline. So ancestors become a much more global matrix rather than past and future. It's more parts of you that vibrate with incarnations that you had and that you are living in another time frame. And this is when the Muladhara chakra starts to be more connected to all the cells of the body. So the chakra is not centralized only to the tailbone, but is expanded to all the cells in the body. So all the cells of the body have the information of ancestries, have the information that links you to different parts of you through time and space. So there are infinite ways of looking at the ancestry, 1,000 times of looking at the ancestry, and each point of view mature the Muladhara chakra. And knowing that the Muladhara chakra, often is saying, well, it connects you to earth, and it's the one that have roots and so on and so forth. Yeah, the more strong movement of Muladhara chakra is that it is already on earth. It's already in the depths. It's already the roots. So it's not like it's gonna, like you need to visualize roots coming into the ground. It's, no, you are already the ground. You are already the roots. You are already inside the earth in that chakra. And specifically, you are in relation to Antarctica. You are in relation to the base of the planet. And with that base of the planet, not only Antarctica but also Australia, since at one point Australia and Antarctica was just one piece. So in that Antarctica you have a very advanced civilization inside Antarctica, and you have connections to that ancient history of Earth and ancient ancestries of Earth, all the timelines of Earth, and all the different epochs that Earth have passed through. So that also contribute to the enrichment of your first chakra. The first chakra in relation to ancestries also is related to the food that they have ate biologically and how they have cultivated the food. From the matter you can find the grain, and from the subtle, the type of frequency that feeds you, that is more yummy to your higher self. So it's very much related to the sustainability of the form, but also the sustainability of frequency. Now, when we talk about the first chakra also has that stability, and we don't really understand what true stability is, because it only happens through a meeting of different frequencies, and the most pungent of these frequencies, of those meetings, is the earth frequency that is sealed and is vibrating in the Muladhara chakra. You vibrate. But when you try to go down, it's no, I don't need to go down. I am already down. What it looks for is to go up. And in that, if the body is supple, if you are with no interventions, that energy naturally joined the upper vibrations of the sky of the inspiration, and that meeting create an incredible stability. So to wake up the first chakra is stimulating the ancestors, but also if you are not aware that the direction you wish to go is upwardly and not downwardly, you create tremendous instability in the relationship to the family, and relationship to the ancestors, and relationship to your security, and everything that you do, that you act on it, it has a seal of stability. It makes something stable when you act on it, right? When you're thinking something, oh, I should call this person, I should call this person, that energy, that vibration is just rattling there. It's not really grounded. But in the moment you pick up the phone and you talk to that person, poof, something stable happened. Some meeting happened. So that's an example of the idea, the inspiration with the action. That's always I say, if you want your spirit to be grounded and grounded in you and the cells of your body, you need to act in your inspiration. You need to make it happen often, regularly, and with no apologies, with the sense that this is what I meant to do, and if I don't do it, I won't not know my next step of stability. I won't not know my next inspiration, because it creates a loop, because the chakra is not really grounding in anything. So it works two ways. There is the inspiration looking for the ground, and there is the ground looking for the inspiration. When that happens, you have a power, and it's the power to transmit information to all different levels of your ancestries. So if you are connected or have been incarnated, let's say in Australia with the natives of Australia, you are able to send information from your timeline to their timeline, or just simply in the same timeline, to create a diversity of information. And that's what creation loves. It's the exchange at that level of each of the chakras. So it is important to realize the power that you have and how to use it. And that ancestry is not something just to honor it and so on, but you do a very active participation, because you can send the information that they were lacking in order to advance in their own timeline. For example, 500 years ago, it was the religion indoctrination that, oh, you're guilty, you're born guilty, you need penance, you need, it was all putting down the power of the self and being harvested by ignorance. You can send to those people, to those clans, to that timeline and say, no, if you are in this problem, or if you feel that some disconnection with the God, is because you are looking from a different angle. So that is invaluable information for them. In the same way, for us who has a certain level of perception and a certain level of maturity and evolution, there is another future ancestries that is able to communicate with us. Sometimes we call that higher self. Sometimes it's just our direct wisdom of the trajectory of our own soul that say, you have finished this, come and move to this other incarnation or to all this other relationship and so on and so forth. So the first chakra, yes, offered that stability, but also a great amount of movement of information. And when that stability is constantly moving in the central channel, that's when you feel grounded. That's when you feel secure. That's when you feel that I am on earth and I have a participation. I know where I'm coming from. I know what I can give. And then you move from being nobody, that, oh, who I am, what I should do, you are confused. And then you move into, oh, yes, I know what to do. I know what is certain mission I need to heal or to manifest or to have a relationship with my ancestors or with my other selves. Yes, I can do that. I see a certain clarity on it. And then you start, the next level is when you start seeing that all the diversity of creation is your family. It's not only related to your biological clan or to your own incarnation timelines or your star seeds, but the whole entire creation start being linked to each of the cells of your body. That is the body of glory, where you are just aware that you are in everything and in everybody. That is such a passage that only can be realized when you give that self-importance, when you give that somebody, the gender, the accountant, the diplomat, all titles, all sense of I am, it just starts dissolving, and you start realizing the true infinity of your nature. Namaste. Homework. Somebody reminds me, oh, we love your homework. Homework. Your homework for this class is to contemplate in your first chakra, is to locate it through the breath. So how you're going to do that? You're going to breathe from the central channel towards your first chakra, and you're going to hold it for 2 minutes, not 2 minutes because most of you cannot hold it, 30 seconds, and then you exhale back into the earth. Right? You do that a couple times, and then you do from the first chakra, you inhale and go up towards the sky, and from the exhale you go back into the first chakra. Do that a couple times in the morning when you need to re-ground yourself in this timeline. So see what happens. Keep me posted. Namaste.